All right, guys, in this week's edition of Just the Drills, we are going to get rid of some of the biggest backswing killers that y'all face on a daily basis. All right, guys, I'm Chris Howard. This is Max Cooper. In this week's edition of Just the Drills, we are going to talk about some of the biggest backswing and setup killers that you face on a golf course. Okay? I see this problem from tons of golfers all over the world when I'm doing my golf schools. Now, Max also has been known to struggle with some major backswing issues that can throw off his entire movement pattern right from the go. His backswing can go wrong in the very initial part of the takeaway, and it can throw every part of the pattern coming down off and lead to some major issues with ball striking. Now, when a player sets up, okay, and they start taking the club back, one of the most important things that we want them to be able to do is have connection and also have their body moving properly in the backswing. Once connection and body movements separate, or the body movements are not positive, then we find ourselves having major ball striking issues. So go ahead and set up for me real quick, Max. One of the first major issues that we notice out of Max, and a lot of common, and it's very common to see out of a lot of players, is they like to take everything really far inside, okay? So their body just throws their hands way too far inside. So a quick little tip that we can get when we're doing that is feeling the tilts happening properly. So go ahead and put this alignment stick across your chest here. Now, when he goes back, we don't want to feel that the shoulders are very level, okay? That's one of the major reasons that club starts to come inside. We want to go back and feel that we're getting this stick pointing more down towards the ground in initial transition. It's okay to just rehearse backswings in front of a mirror to really build the feels that you're looking for in your takeaway, okay? Get that alignment stick pointing more down towards the ground in your initial takeaway, and you'll find yourself getting that club more vertical coming back while still using that connection of your body to get the club there. Now, another major issue that we see in players is that when they get in here, set up for me, Max, they get in and they start lifting their hands away from their body, okay? When we do that, we get into a position where that club's going to want to get too thrown and flat at the top. I see that a lot in golfers that are struggling with that over-the-top move, you know, the big slicer. They'll just lift the club out in front of their turn and they won't have any connection. So a good way to really get in here, set up for me, and understand what we're trying to do. We want to get that club head moving somewhat near toe line. So go ahead and grab that club there. Now, when you start back at P2, we want to be in a position where the chest is turned a little bit and that club is getting parallel to that alignment stick that we just put down in our foot line, okay? That's going to get you in a position where you're not lifting the club straight up. You're going to need some turn and you're going to have to feel that the lead arm has some connection to the body in order to get into that position early on in your backswing. Max is an example of someone who likes to get his shoulders too open. His feet and his pelvis will be lined up directly where he's aiming, but the shoulders will start to open up and he gets into a lot of trouble. So in order to really take care of this is simple drills, right? We are going to just get a player to set up, okay? Now, we will put an alignment stick right there on his foot line, okay? Once we can see that the feet are aimed where we want the ball to go, okay, then we can start looking at the pelvis. So Max has a good pelvis position here, but we could put an alignment stick here and see if it matches up with that stick that we put on foot line. Now, if you put that across your chest at setup, we can now see, as a player, that Max is a little bit open to that. So we can square off there and get everything now lined up, okay? So that is Max showing what he likes to do. That's perfect. That was not scripted. But we can fix that really quickly by getting that alignment stick to match with the one on the ground where you have everything set up for your feet. I think every player should set up there. You could put another alignment stick, you know, on the ground to simulate where you want your ball position to be. A lot of players think that the ball's in the middle when it's too far forward or too far back. Putting that alignment stick down will allow everyone to know where that ball actually is in the stance. So use alignment sticks to make sure that your aim lines are all matched up and make sure your foot line, your hip line, and your shoulder line matches what you're trying to do in a golf swing. All right, guys, so if you get out there, remember, you want to have your setup keys down, okay? You want everything to match up when you address the golf ball. Feet, pelvis, shoulders. That's the first key. Then, when you get into that golf ball, you want to make sure that you don't take the club too far inside in your takeaway, right? You can use an alignment stick across your chest to feel that you're getting the proper tilts to your shoulders in your takeaway to put yourself in a good position. Now, thirdly, if you're the player that just lifts the club straight up, you can get in there and you can put that alignment stick at your feet and make sure you're turning it to where you want it at P2 and then feel vertical from there. Feel like the arms are lifting. If you do all those things, you're going to put yourself in a position to strike the ball well, to have a good solid backswing and not throw off your entire swing early. Okay? I hope this helps you guys play better golf, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I come out with new content every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thanks a lot, guys.